Nikki, thank you so much for agreeing to do this with us. We really appreciate it. And the first question we have to you is, why did you want to write a book and what led you to choose Authors on Mission services in the process?
I think that I always wanted to write a book on digital marketing because I think that, especially if I wanted to update it annually, that it was going to force me to have to stay on top of all of the latest changes, with algorithms for SEO, for social media, for Google Ads, and so on and so forth. So I wanted to do that to hold myself accountable and our agency accountable at AEK Solutions. And I chose to work with Authors on Mission. They had, some really great authors that they work with that I recognized on the website. And everyone was just very kind and accommodating during the initial sales process. And I just felt very comfortable. And so it was kind of a no brainer.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that with us. And then my next question to you is, were there any challenges or pitfalls in the process? Anything that we could perhaps improve upon?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think that it was all very seamless. I was very impressed with the fact that you were able to do everything from the sort of detail oriented, like, formatting this properly, getting the ISBN, getting everything registered with Amazon, but then at the same time, kind of doing some of like the hand holding and coaching during the process to make sure that, hey, I was only at page 50 after 6 months and, helping me with, weekly reminder emails or, hey, these are experiences of other authors and here are some tips and tricks to get through that. As well as just being able to give, some feedback on the creative itself. So, doing the editing, but is also, just giving feedback on the cover and things like that. So I really thought that it was great that your agency was able to do all three of those categories.
Thank you so much for that, positive feedback. It's good to know that it was a good experience for you and that, you're satisfied with everything that came of it. So that's great to know. So I guess the next question is, what are your future plans for using the book?
My future plans for using the book, I think, are to continue to use it for AEK Solutions. We use it for our employees and our contractors, as well as for recruiting new customers and, in the sales process. Whenever I'm public speaking, whether it's for Vistage or other organizations, I always like to offer a free copy of the book and provide that. I think lends credibility, but also, helps deliver the message. It can be very dense digital marketing. And I feel like having the book to reference later, make sure that people don't have to scramble and take notes, the whole time. And, I just really think that it would have been a really great way to like organize my thoughts and just keep and share what I've learned and what works with, people.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. And with that, I thank you again for joining me.
Thank you, Danielle.